Hello everybody, we are back, finally, and it's Weapon Warrior Tournament 5, the final 20 competitor tournament, and today we will see the 100th ever run. And let's start it with Stage 1. Very similar to the last one, only very minor changes. We start with the hilly path, the four, little hilly steps that you gotta go through. They've taken out Randos and Flamosaurus in the past, and you move into the trick ramps, which have been lethal in the last couple of tournaments since they've had their changes, taking out 8 total competitors in the last 2. Then you have the CD player. This version only had 2 fails in Tournament 4, but it had 5 in Tournament 3. And it actually took some people out in Tournament 2 as well in the easy version. Then you move into the spider walk. It's what everyone calls the hardest obstacle. You go through the 4 windows, that high jump being hard, and then the low jump was made easier. Into the brick climb, you climb it with the hard jumps, and then you go down the flying tube. You hit the little peg at the bottom, make the dismount. And if you make the dismount of the flying tube, you go to the 3/4 pipe. And everyone hates this obstacle, but I love it because it takes people out. Beat the 3/4 pipe, you move on to the pipe climb, the 5 little pipes. It's hard to stick them, so you got to do a lot of safe jumping. You hit the buzzer in 80 seconds. You advance to Stage 2. And let's kick this tournament off with number 1. We have HaloFan17. He's right away onto the hilly path. Looking very nicely. And he's through it onto the trick ramps, and they already have their first victim of the tournament. Alright, number 2, we have Caden doing Gotenks' intro. That's just disrespectful. It's just very disrespectful to Gotenks. Unfortunately, we were without Weapon Warrior favorites Demi and Z this tournament, so we have a lot of new guys this time around replacing some of the old favorites. But no randos. Caden's through the hilly path onto the trick ramps. Just took out HaloFan. Oh, misses it once. Twice. Oh boy. Oh, he's up on the 3rd try. Goes for the 2nd one. Just barely gets it. Frog jumps. He's not going to do anything with that frog jump other than end up in the water. Number 3, we have the return of Drew TV. Drew competed all the way back in Tournament 1, where he was number 1 in the tournament, failing the spider walk. So he's off onto the hilly path. Almost fails it, but he is through it onto the trick ramps. Looking pretty good. No one's beaten this out of the first 2 runs, but Drew's setting up, looking good, and he's through the trick ramps onto the CD player. He beat the easy version of this back in Tournament 1, when the discs were flat side up instead of the short side. But he's looking good. Good safe jump on the 3rd one, going for the 4th. Don't overshoot it, Drew, and he almost messes it up, but makes the dismount onto spider walk. Failed this in his last appearance in Tournament 1. He gets the high jump. Going down, going for the dismount. He jumps way too late and clocks his brain on the brick climb. That is a spider walk fail, though. Alright, number 4, we got Tricky Cyrus, the last of our newcomers for this tournament. 3 of the first 4 newcomers. Tricky got number 4 because I don't know why. That's how I put the run order together. Tricky's onto the hilly path. Tricky's starting to establish himself in the jumping community. Let's see if he can establish anything on Weapon Warrior. People have struggled. Trick ramps. He's almost went through it without crouching, but he's doing the correct technique onto the CD player. Drew just beat this. Can Tricky do the same? And he will. Very nicely done onto the spider walk. Drew got the hard parts of this, but the dismount is even harder now with the easier version of the spider walk. Tricky saving on the 4th window. Goes for the dismount. That's how you do it. Jump early. Tricky onto the brick climb. He's onto the hard jump. Everybody hates this jump, and Tricky fails it and then gets bumped out, which is intentional. Tricky, best run of the tournament so far onto the brick climb. And number 5, we have another returning competitor from Tournament 1. We have Booker Taco onto the hilly path. He's onto the 2nd one. He's gonna back himself up. He's shooting. Oh boy. Yeah, just sit back and just let this happen. And he misses his thing. Wow, what's new? Twice. 3 times. Wow. Hey, 4th time he gets up the 1st ramp. Beats the 2nd ramp. And he fails it. That run could have been a lot shorter. I wish it was. Alright, number 6. We're moving on. We're on to Super Ninja Jake, who competed in the last tournament, I believe. Oh, he competed in tournament 3. My bad. When he failed the trick ramps, he's almost failed the hilly path, but he's on to the trick ramps. Time for revenge. He gets up the first one instantly. The second one, he goes a little too fast and too much, and he overshoots it. Number 7, another tournament 1 returnee. We have Swantron 97. Swan did pretty well in tournament 1 when he failed the 3/4 pipe, but this stage is a lot more different and a lot more difficult. As you can see, almost failed the hilly path, but he's onto the trick ramps. He's already taken out plenty of people. He's not going to underestimate this. He's going to take his time. Ooh, horrible jump off the second ramp, but he is saved, and he overshoots the first disc on the CD player. Oh, that sucks. Number 8, we got Snoz. Snoz failed the Spider Walk in tournament 1, and then he's failed each subsequent obstacle before that. So let's see how he does on this one. He goes for the hilly path. He sprints and he fails the hilly path. He's failed 4, 3, 2, 1. That sucks for Snoz, but he can't do much worse than that, I guess. Now he's only going to go back up. All right. Number 9, we got Rog. Rog has competed in every tournament, I believe. Last time failed the Spider Walk, like so many people. He's through the hilly path that Snoz just failed, and he's on to the trick ramps. And deadly so far. Let's see if Rog can get through it. He does, onto the CD player. He knows these obstacles up until the Spider Walk, because he beat them all last time, and here he is. Time for revenge for Rog. Goes for the second one, a bad jump. Goes for the third one, nice. He gets a spring jump and is out. He hits his head, and he's in the water, and someone joins him down there. All right, number 10, the last of our non-top 10s from the last turn. We have Stray Felix. Strafe has cleared stage 1 before, however, so that's why he got number 10. And he's off through the hilly path very nicely onto the trick ramps. Everyone's been struggling with it, but not Strafe. Onto the CD player. Took out Swan, but Strafe looking good through the CD player. He's fine. Onto the Spider Walk. He's had his fair share of issues with this obstacle, but he's beat it before. Let's see. He's through it, going for the dismount, gets pushed to the side a little bit, and he comes up just short of the brick climb. Oh, he doesn't make contact. All right, now into our top 10 from the last tournament, who all returned for tournament 5. We got 10th place last time. We got Irish. Irish looking to get revenge on the Spider Walk from last time. He got 10th place by about a frame and a half, if I recall it correctly, last tournament, but he's on the hilly path, nice. And he's through it onto the trick ramps. He's never struggled with the obstacles before the Spider Walk. Oh, he almost falls off the second trick ramp, but he's able to master that trick onto the CD player. He's not going terribly fast, but you don't need to on this stage. You've got some time. 55 seconds as he hits the Spider Walk. He's going right for the third one. He sticks it. He likes to do that. And he's going to go straight for the brick climb, and he's the second person to mount it this time. See if he can beat Conquer where Tricky could not. He's onto the high jump. He goes for it, and he gets it first try. Nicely done, Irish. 32 seconds onto the flying tube. And he's through it. He's onto the 3/4 pipe. He's never beaten this obstacle. 25 seconds. He's got time. He goes for the jump. He jumps too early and gets hit by the wall and fails the 3/4 pipe. And Sonic will fail it too. That should have just been a turn. All right, number 12. We have Chumpy. Chumpy failed the Spider Walk too in the last tournament. It's much like Irish, but I believe he failed the dismount. Sonic there for another intro. Sonic will be coming up here in a handful of runs. And I don't know what Chumpy's doing over in that corner. It's probably not safe for work. Kids, avert your eyes. Except it's a little late for that. All right, Chumpy's off onto the course. Hilly path. Through it nicely. Yep. Trick ramps. He's going straight for it. Good slide up the first one. Good slide up the second one. And he gets over the third one. CD player. CD player not doing as much damage as it used to as people get more comfortable with it, but it took out Swan, and there's still 8 more runs after this. Chumpy goes for the 3rd window nice. 4th dismount, and he's back to the brick climb. He failed this in tournament 3, and he failed this jump. He is going to spring jump it, and he's up it nicely. 43 seconds, a lot of time onto the flying tube. Don't mess it up, Chumpy. He does not onto the 3/4 pipe. Just took out Irish. He goes to the side and gets a good jump right for the 3rd part of the 3/4 pipe. Goes 4 to 5, and he's got 26 seconds onto the pipe climb. And he is going to do the safe jump, like a little double jump technique, and it's very good. And he's looking like he's going to beat the Klaxon. He gets to the 5th pipe, off to the top, and Chumpy is the first stage 1 clear of the tournament. That's his first clear of the course. 13.8 seconds. Nicely done, Chumpy. He beat the spider walk that he failed the last time. Failed the brick climb before too. He beat that 3/4 pipe. He was very nice. And the pipe climb, he did what he needed to. And he is through. On to stage 2. Number 13, someone who has cleared stage 1 in the past. We have Hunter Unit 751, who cleared stage 1 in tournament 3. In the last tournament, unfortunately, failed the brick climb. So he's trying to get revenge on that and get back to stage 2. I don't know what was happening on that intro, so we cut it. On to Hunter's run. Number 13. Hunter's been very hit or miss on this course. He struggled early, but he's also cleared stage 1 before, so he's hoping to get back there and join Chumpy. Hunter through the hilly path nicely. Onto the trick ramps. And at this point in the tournament, only 2 obstacles haven't taken at least 1 competitor out on this stage. The flying tube and the pipe climb have not claimed a victim yet. Hopefully they will, because that'd be interesting to get a fail on every obstacle. Hunter, a bad jump onto the 3rd window, but he's good onto the brick climb with a good lot of time. 45 seconds, should be okay. He's onto this, the problem jump. He does not like this jump. He's going to go to the side, go for the jump, miss it, good save. You see Hunter, good awareness to go to the side so he doesn't get bumped, so he gets more attempts at this jump. He's going to have to make it here if he wants to clear, but he doesn't. Good save. Hunter probably does not have enough time, but he just wants to beat this jump. He's going to line up further back, goes for it, just misses it. Good save, Hunter, 16 seconds. Come on, Hunter, he's going to line up once more. Go for it, terrible jump, no chance. Klaxon sounds. Hunter, just make the jump. Is he really going to time out? Oh, he makes the jump, he goes up. What is he doing? Hunter doesn't time out. He fails the brick climb, I guess. That was weird. Number 14, we have Flameosaurus. Flame failed the flying tube in the last tournament, getting 7th place. That makes it. Flame has had his fair share of issues with flying tube in the past, so he's looking to get past it. Through the hilly path, while I keep blabbering. Oh, misses the first ramp once, twice. Oh, Flame, there you go. He's up on the 3rd try. Good jump on the 2nd one, and a beautiful jump over the 3rd. CD player. He's going full send right on the tops of all the CDs. Slows himself down for the dismount. Nice. Onto the spider walk. 50 seconds. He's going full send on this as well. And he's looking good onto the brick climb. We just saw Hunter have an absolute catastrophe on this jump. Flame is going to spring it like Chumpy. You don't need to spring it, but it's a good strategy. 35 seconds onto the flying tube. He's going to go down into it. Flame is... Oh, he's out. He's in the water. That's a pretty bad camera angle. So let's look at a replay. Let's see what happened to Flame. He jumped way too early off the peg. He did not get a late jump, and he brained himself. Number 15, Soul Reaper 1025. Who had a pretty good breakout run in the last tournament when he failed the 3/4 pipe, getting him 6th place. And he's off on to stage 1 again. So all these obstacles are the exact same, so he's hoping to get back to 3/4 pipe. Rough jump on the trick ramps, but he's through it. CD player. He's a little to the side, but he's okay. Didn't have a lot of speed, but that's what using the sides are for. Spider walk for Soul. He's going to go for the 3rd one and partially stick it. like Irish, but he's safe jumping. He's going for the dismount. He gets it onto the brick climb. Does not want to join his fellow Brit Hunter and failing. Soul's going to set up for a good spring jump, and he's through the spider walk onto the flying tube. Soul will beat it once more. He's got 30 seconds on the 3/4 pipe. Soul looking good. Now for the 3/4 pipe. He failed this last time. Taking some time to set up. Nicely done, Soul. Going across to the second little half pipe. Now going 4 to 5. He's going to stick the 5th little disc. And Soul dismounts it. 15 seconds left onto the pipe climb. If he doesn't make a mistake, he should be okay. He's doing the double jump. He's got time. The klaxon sounds. Soul, come on. 6 seconds. He's got time. He goes for the last one. Soul, no! He falls off and falls in the water. No, Soul. He was looking so good to that point. Let's see what happened. He jumps. I think he was expecting to skip that last one, which you can do, but he hit it and could not jump. And Soul with a heartbreaking run. Now, Sonic, number 16, he got 5th place last time, failing the 3/4 pipe. He's never beaten that obstacle, much like many people. Sonic, ooh, terrible jump on the hilly path, but he's okay. Sonic has had his fair share. He's been good on this course, but the 3/4 pipe has absolutely demolished him. He's threw the trick ramps onto the CD player. Sonic looking to join Chumpy on stage 2. Chumpy so far the only to clear out of the first 15 runs. We got 5 more to possibly break the record of 3 clears, which is from every tournament. Sonic looking good though through the spider walk. He's onto the brick climb, lagging a little bit, but probably not on his end. He's gonna go for the high jump, not with a spring, and that's how you do it without a spring. Nicely done, Sonic. 36 as he hits the flying tube. Watched Flame fail this just a bit ago, and he beats it. 3/4 pipe, he shoots at it. He does not like this obstacle. It does not like him. He gets the first jump nicely. Makes the transfer. Now for the second transfer, he is good. Onto the pipe climb. We'll just watch Soul fail this in a heartbreaking way. Sonic going to do the double jump. Chumpy right there, watching him climb the pipe climb. The Sonic, the klaxon sounds, as long as he doesn't make a mistake, which he will not. Sonic defeats stage 1 with 4.5 seconds left on the clock, and he will join Chumpy, who's disappeared, on the second stage as Sonic eyes down the 3/4 pipe, which he's finally beaten. Sonic beat the trick ramps, which have been causing havoc this tournament. He beat the 3/4 pipe, which he'd never beaten before. Yeah, very good run by Sonic. Climbed the pipe climb, did what Soul could not, and get a jump off the 5th pipe. Oh, there's a little bit of Chumpy right there. Alright, number 17, we have the only person to make the final on Weapon Warrior was Petrillo in Tournament 2. But every other time, he's failed stage 1. So Petrillo trying to get back to stage 2. And possibly make another run at the final, but his final stage is what caused this stage 1 to be heavily changed in the entire course, really. But he looks good. Onto this, going through the CD player, nice. Onto the spider walk. Trill's had some good runs in the past. He's failed the 3/4 pipe. Last time he double failed, I believe, on the pipe climb. So he knows this time limit is a little bit of an issue. That's why he's going very fast so far. He's got 46 climbing the brick climb. Let's jump. It's been a problem for some, but not for others. Petrillo with a nice jump without a spring. Now flying tube, he goes down. And he beats it, just like Flame. 3/4 pipe. Petrillo's failed this obstacle before, but he gets a good jump to the second one. Probably the best I've seen this tournament. Petrillo going for the 3, 4 to 5, the full send. He's got 20 seconds onto the pipe climb. Getting back-to-back people clear stage 1. Petrillo climbing. He's doing the double jump. That's the good technique. 11 seconds. Petrillo will jump off the 5th one, and Petrillo's back on stage 2 with 8 seconds left on the clock. Petrillo fan 4 for his first time since Tournament 2 when he made the final, defeats stage 1. He's going to stage 2. Petrillo is a good run, beat the 3/4 pipe that he's failed in the past, and had enough time on the pipe climb. In his past experience with it, he knew what to do this time to not run out of time. Number 18, we have Smokey Massacre. Smokey has cleared stage 1 3 times before, but he's never beaten the second stage, including, I believe, 2 fails on the spider wall in a row. So he's hoping to get back to stage 2 and finally get revenge on the spider wall as Smokey will head off onto stage 1. Hilly Path. He's never struggled really with stage 1 other than the flying tube, which he failed in tournament 2. He's on 2 of the trick ramps. Gets the first one nicely. He jumps too late on the second one. He's out on stage 1. Smokey, what is happening? The trick ramps, lethal this tournament. He just jumped too late and fell over. Here's another angle of it. He just jumped way too late, had too much momentum, and slipped over the top. And our competitors are taking these early obstacles for granted. Number 19, second place from the last tournament, we have Joey with yet another gamer tag on this course. What's new? Joey failed the chain swing in the last tournament. When he got back to stage 2. Joey is 50-50 on stage 1. He's cleared it in tournaments 2 and 4. And he's failed it in tournament 1 and 3. So by that logic, he's failing. But we will see what happens. Joey trick ramps, he beats it. Something Smokey could not do onto the CD player. He's failed this obstacle before, back in tournament 3, but he gets through it this time. On to the spider walk. He's going to go full send, get a good safe jump on the third window. To the fourth, to the dismount. A little shaky there onto the brick climb. He's failed this before, but a very impressive jump onto the flying tube. He's got so much time. And he's through it onto the 3/4 pipe. Joey is going full send on this as well. He has 31 seconds, 30 now as he's onto the pipe climb. Joey's gonna hunt down Chumpy's fastest time as long as he doesn't make a mistake. Joey's looking very good. And for the first time in his career, he will beat stage 1 back-to-back tournaments. 18.2 seconds left on the clock. Very well done from Joey. He is our 4th stage 1 clear. We have a new record. Finally a tournament without through. Joey got through the CD player, got through the brick climb, but without the show before, and the pipe climb. He beat it last time, does it again. Number 20, the 100th ever run on Weapon Warrior, and you already knew who it was going to be. It's Fireball. He's cleared stage 1 in every tournament. He's made stage 3 3 times. He got first place in the last 2 tournaments as well as tournament 1, so he's kind of good at this course. But we've seen this course take out some really good jumpers, but Fireball, he knows everything about this course. He knows the first stage. He's ready to go. Hilly Path that his buddy Snaz failed. He will not, so that means we have 1 Hilly Path failed. Trick ramps, Smokey failed this. Fireball, bad jump on the second one, but he's threw it onto the CD player. Fireball never struggled with any stage 1 obstacle before. He's going for the 4th CD. He overshoots it! Fireball is out on the first stage. What the hell just happened? Fireball. Let's see what happened here. He just jumped so late. Oh, he got his thrust. Fireball has failed stage 1 for his only time ever. Yep, he got his thrust, and that's what caused him to overshoot that 4th CD. And the CD player, despite being only failed twice, it rears its head on the top competitor of Weapon Warrior. And Fireball will not keep his 100% stage 1 clear streak alive this time. But we have 4 stage 1 clears, a new record. Joey with 18.2, Chumpy with 13.8, Petrillo with 8, and Sonic with the slowest time of 4.5 seconds. 16 stage 1 failures, a record low. Come on, stage 1, do better. But now we're on to stage 2. It's the exact same other than 1 new obstacle. We start with the hanging pyramids, the exact same as last time, never failed before, and then you go to the pipe glider, which has been failed a handful of times in the past. You go up the first wall, and then you go down the second wall and make the dismount, while avoiding hitting your head, and you're onto the new obstacle. You got the hat trick. 3 soccer balls of varying heights and lengths between each other, then you jump to the golf ball, and you're onto the spider wall. Exact same as last time, you got to use all 4 pegs with some difficult jumps in there, and then you have the chain swing. Chain swing. It was very tiny 1x1s, but if you beat that, you are on to the trickier ramps. It's the older brother of the trick ramps. You go up the first one, down to the second one. You can only use the tips of those ramps now. You cannot get bailed out like Fireball. You hit the buzzer in a minute. You go to stage 3. So the first person to take on stage 2, we have Chumpy. Chumpy was able to beat stage 1 with a very comfortable time. He's practicing some spring jumps. Maybe he'll go for a couple in this run. We'll see. Oh, he's doing some more. And Chumpy, in any second, he's off. 60 seconds onto the hanging pyramids. Hits his head once, twice, and he's through it. Onto the pipe glider. This obstacle has separated men from the best competitors from deep stage 2 in the past, but Chumpy looked a little shaky on the first peg. He's going to get 2 spring jumps as he goes up the side. Nicely done. Going down, he is through it onto the hat trick. He's the first person to ever try this. What's he going to do here? He spring jumps to get the high jump. Nicely done. Gets a literally not a lot of momentum, but he's through the hat trick on the spider wall. It's taken out Smokey twice before, and now it's taken out Chumpy. No, Chumpy's failed the spider wall, and someone's in the water with him. Let's see what happened here. Chumpy just jumped, I think, a little too late, and so he couldn't catch himself on that second little peg. He's out on stage 2. It's a good first attempt, though. He beat the pipe glider. He beat the hat trick. Now it's Sonic Fan. Finally beat the 3/4 pipe this time, and he's on to stage 2. He's got 60 seconds. Through the hanging pyramids nicely onto the pipe glider. Going down. It's a nice safe jump. He's onto the upward section. He's going to spring jump once, but not twice, because that second jump is a lot easier than the third. The jump from 3 to 4 is a lot easier than 2 to 3. Sonic, 40 seconds onto the hat trick. He goes for the sprint technique to get up there. Nicely done. And he gets a good safe jump onto the golf ball, and he's onto spider wall. Just watch Chumpy fail this, but he gets the jump. Nice. He's going down. Gets it. He's going to go for the high jump, and he makes it. 20 seconds onto the chain swing. Fireball's the only person to beat this version of the chain swing. It took out Joey in the last tournament. Sonic sticks the first one, and he's able to get a safe jump on the second one. And he's onto the tricky ropes. Klaxon sounds. He's got to move. Gets a safe jump. 5 seconds to go. Sonic does not make a mistake, and he's going to the third stage. 2.1 seconds. It was close, but that's what this stage is, and Sonic executes to perfection on stage 2, and he's going to stage 3 on his first try. He beats it. Got up the pipe glider. He beat the jump. Chumpy failed. And he beat the chain swing, which is probably the most difficult obstacle on the stage, and the trickier ramps. Took a safe jump, but he knew what he was doing, using those tips of the edges, and he's on to stage 3. Someone who's been to stage 3 before in the past as well is Petrillo, and this stage isn't that far off of the one he beat in Tournament 2. It's a little more difficult, but he's got the ability to beat this stage. He's off onto the hanging pyramids. And he is through it, just like the previous 2 competitors, onto the pipe glider. He has beaten this before. And Petrillo, the only obstacle on this stage he hasn't attempted in some facet is the hat trick. He attempted the metal spin before. Metal spin gone now because it sucked. Hat trick now in. Petrillo through the pipe glider. 3 of 3 so far. Another obstacle that hasn't been failed yet. The hat trick. Petrillo gets the high jump and the good forward jump. Nice onto the spider wall. Spider wall. Chumpy failed this. Sonic beat it. Petrillo looking good as he goes down to 3. Going up for the 4th one. Beautiful. 20 seconds onto the chain swing. He's got enough time. And he sticks the first one, going for the transfer. He gets that too. 10 seconds left. He's a little behind on time with the Sonic, so he's going to need to fly. And he misses the first ramp. First time, 3 seconds. Petrillo, come on. He's going to go, but he overshoots the second ramp and fails. That obstacle was changed between Tournament 4 and 5 to avoid this happening. If it was the old version, Petrillo would have probably gotten a jump. But now that you can only use the tips, you have to make precise jumps. But Petrillo could not make that jump. And he is out. And will not go back to stage 3. Now, the final stage 2 runner, we have Joey. His 3rd attempt at this stage, he's never beaten it. He's failed the pipe glider and the chain swing. Joey onto the pipe glider. Looking good. He's going to spring jump once, twice, just like Chumpy. And he beats the obstacle that failed in Tournament 2. And now this one, onto the hat trick. No one's failed this so far. Joey gets a good jump. Oh, and he slips off the hat trick. Joey is out on stage 2 again on the hat trick. He just didn't have enough footing. Sonic, the lone stage to clear with 2.1 seconds. 3 failures on stage 2. But this tournament is not over. We are on to stage 3, and you start on the monkey bars. the stage the exact same as last time. You go monkey bars into the body prop, the 5 pegs of varying sizes and distances apart. Then you go to Devil's Row, the 3 little devil's step looking things that you got to jump through. And then you move to the cliffhanger. You got the first wall with the shin jump, and then you got the crazy jump over to the 4th and 5th ledges. 5th ledge, very small, hard to stick. Make the dismount, you're on to the jumping bars. You got the 4 bars going down, and then once you hit that 4th one, you go up 3 bars, so a total of 7. Very difficult jumps going down and up, and then you hit the spider flip. You got to go around the side, very vertical limit-esque, but it's all one obstacle. You go around, spider flip, then you climb up, and then you make the transfer across. And then you make the corner jump to the green bar of, I guess, safety, but the one obstacle that isn't safety is the CD swing. This obstacle is a menace. You make those tricky corner jumps and wraps, and then the transfers, you make the final jump, no time limit, you get back to the final stage. Sonic, the lone man on stage 3. His first time beating the 3/4 pipe, and he's gotten all the way to stage 3. Very good tournament from him no matter what happens here. Chumpy's there to cheer him on. Chumpy, of course, failing the spider wall. But Sonic, the last man standing of this tournament. Only the 3rd different person to ever attempt stage 3. Only the 2nd person to attempt this version. We'll see what happens. On to the monkey bars. No one on stage 3 has ever failed before the cliffhanger, so Sonic trying to do that. And a very good run on the monkey bars onto the body prop. Oh, there's a Strafe. You see him there on the 5th one. Body prop. Sonic goes 1, 2, goes from 2 to 3 instantly. Nice. Gonna make the long jump over to the 4th peg, and he's threw it on to the last one. He is going to shoot at the glass. Come on, Sonic. Focus on the obstacle, not on Strafe. Sonic gets a bad jump. Oh, I thought he failed that dismount, but he's through a good safe jump. Onto the Devil's Row. He was very worried about this obstacle. He's trying to murder Strafe, I think, but Strafe is standing his ground very nicely. Sonic, again, very worried. Oh, weird jump into the first Devil's Row. Someone just died. Sonic gets into the 2nd one. Nice. Going across to number 3. Nicely done. Sonic goes to 4. That's how you do that jump right there. And he is through Devil's Row onto the cliffhanger. This shin jump here that he's about to attempt. Took out Fireball in the last time. Let's see what Sonic does. He's going to back up, go for the sprint, and he is going to save it. Fireball could not do this, but Sonic, some good safe jumps onto the crazy jump. This is not the hard part of this obstacle, but you can't overestimate. He jumps up, goes across, and I thought he had that, but he's safe jumping. Can stick this ledge, so he looks like he wants to try to do that. Never mind, he's just going to go straight to number 5. Gets a bad jump, and he's off! Sonic in the tournament ends once again on the cliffhanger. His run was so good to that point. He got through the body prop so well. And he set the new best on this version of stage 3, but the cliffhanger once again rears its head and takes out another victim. He wanted to stick that ledge, but thought he could not, so he just went for full sin. Looks like a failure to obstacle. Hilly Path 1, Trick Ramps with 5, the killer. CD Player took out 2, Spider Walk with 3, Brick Climb 2, and the Flying Tube 3/4 pipe, and Pipe Climb, making so every stage 1 obstacle was failed. Then the Hat Trick, Spider Wall, Trickier Ramps, and Cliffhanger, all with 1 of our stage 1 clears. The top 10 finishers, first place with a great run was Sonic Fan, Petrola with 2nd place, failing the Tricky Ramps, Chumpy gets 3rd, getting a medal, Joey just outside with 4, Soul 5th, Irish 6th, Flame 7th again, Hunter 8th, Tricky Cyrus 9, and Strafe Helix with 10th. I would like to thank you all for watching. Tournament 6 starts Saturday, August 6th, and ends on August 21st, the first 25 competitor tournament. Message me if you want to compete, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks again.